And give a shout out for first and last. Okay, man, first and last. First and last is to the bone.
That's it, man.
EOW is to the bone. And all that shit is to the bone.
No, big up Apex, big up EOW, big up Killer, big up Omeza, big up the whole gang. Don't know, People's Army, Frantic Frank, out in Berlin. First and last, Apex, People's Army, big it up all day, you get me? Apex and Omeza respect, man.
What's the mission that we saw impossible? Never that. The storm was harsh, but we weathered that. What's the mission that we saw impossible? Never that. Freedom is visible from any track. What's the mission that we saw impossible? Never that. The storm was harsh, but we weathered that. We need to wake up and stop drinking from the half-empty cup, cause their guns don't bark. Born to broken dreams, stitched up and sewn between the seams. I saw this sperm aborted by abortion. Served a portion of distortion, blurred vision, popping blind with a plenty borer, trying to make incisions in the thread and treading to the mission of the living, forever giving, never gaining, bringing pain in many forms, but obtaining unseen fortune, trying to turn to one. I was birth 0.0 in different ways, but my mother had our future aimed a better day. That's why my body burst to earth, physically hurt. I fought a war to get here, with dead peers who sweat fear, with my spirits busting out the seams. I think dreams and dream life, and live music banging in the ears, waiting ripples in the dry tears of peers who testify that life's abusive. When manipulated by these laws of news chords and anti-loose script, abbreviated uni teacher alpha minus loose lips. Catch that last line, I'll rate you. Contact me through the universe and I will validate your parking. I remain existence asking while marching and starting this trip towards the truth. I'm still hypnotized by worldly ways. I'm human without only, because my mind is holy and so is yours. Show me people don't spit phony, cause life is lonely in the cages if we're separated, isolated, or saying nothing when we speak. Eyes dilated, reading a map with no treasure. I'm balancing the world's weight on one feather, dipped in ink, writing about the weight on my hand, and I'm drowning in the sand, going under, trying to make you overstand. Yo, what's the mission that we saw impossible? Never that. The storm was harsh, but we weathered that. What's the mission that we saw impossible? Never that. Freedom is visible from any track. What's the mission that we saw impossible? Never that. The storm was harsh, but we weathered that. We need to wake up and stop drinking from the half-empty cup, cause their guns don't bark. People going around covering their sins, going to church and singing hymns, covering up on the surface and the face, but everyone's been through heartache, everyone's made mistakes. Some have mistakes to become better and move forward. If they could take the take again, I'm sure they would. The ends are far from Hollywood and Bollywood. Really and truly, it's Mason Wood. Their organization is running good. Humanity don't want money, they want luxury. Not surprising when that's all you see 24/7 advertised in society. Things you can see, but you can't touch. Things you can touch, but you can't have. Dreams aren't always reality. We need to be on a level where we can all live peacefully, not greedily. I got more paper with lyrics than the paper with the Queen's head, and to me they're worth much more than any number that the Queen's paper read. But soon the paper's gonna be dead and change the card, so it won't be twice as hard for them to check you out. A higher form of control is the key to your soul, and to know everything about you, but don't get it knotted like they don't already know. How far do you have to be trapped in? The whole world needs to start rioting before they chip our skin, and never give in to being a product to the engineering. Don't be deaf, start hearing. Don't be blind, don't be system fearing. Yo, every day it's a new mind game. Always down for revolution, but it's like the aims became impossible. What was the mission that we saw impossible? Never that. My music plus knowledge maps, giving guidelines to get out the trap. This is more than music, this is war tracks, war rap. The next stage is the war attack, the war take back from our oppressors. It's time for us to come together. Look around and see sisters and brothers. Look even closer, see hate for one another. Streets are like Big Brother, cameras everywhere. Pigs still trying to frame you when you weren't there. We're living in the entrance of the devil's lair. England Day, the cameras leading us there. But first and last saved the day and started warfare. And millions clued up in arms, all colours. That's how the revolution starts. Yo, what's the mission that we saw impossible? Never that. The storm was harsh, but we weathered that. What's the mission that we saw impossible? Never that. Freedom is visible from any track. What's the mission that we saw impossible? Never that. The storm was harsh, but we weathered that. We need to wake up and stop drinking from the half-empty cup, cause their guns don't bark.
Big up Frost the Last. It's your boy Manager. Look back, hey, big up First and Last. I love you, man. fucking... EOW in the house, in the heart. Big Zoo, EOW New York, out here in Germany, repping with my brethren. I'm over here building with my UK fan right now.
Word up!
Salute.
Yeah. EOW worldwide.
First and last, you get me? So you get me? Genesis and Revelation, you know the ones there? Like deep, it's like the beginning and the end. Like Alpha and Omega, like don't fuck about the skis though. He's after war.